This is the Brownstone Center News Update for Sunday, July 6th, 2025. Donald Trump's spending bill delivers tax advantages to some industries while revoking them from others. The fossil fuel industry is a big winner as the legislation will phase out federal support for a green energy transition. Chip makers stand to benefit as tax credits for breaking ground on new U.S. plants will jump from 10% to 35%. Automakers already struggling to sell electric vehicles in the U.S., meanwhile, are poised to face more hardship as the law will end subsidies for buying or leasing electronic vehicles. At least 43 people, including 15 children, have been found dead in Kerr County, Texas, and 8 more people have died in nearby counties, according to officials today, after fast-moving waters along the Guadalupe River in Texas rose 26 feet in 45 minutes early Friday. Rescuers have continued to search today as more people remain unaccounted for and continue to be unaccounted for, including 27 children from nearby Camp Mystic, according to local officials. Flash flood warnings and watches remain in effect this afternoon as torrential rains continue to pound neighborhoods in San Antonio. Days before the July 9th deadline to settle international trade arrangements, Donald Trump said he had signed letters to 12 unspecified countries detailing the tariff rates they would face on U.S. exports, noting the offers would be sent tomorrow, Monday. The Financial Times also reports, meanwhile, that the U.S. threatened the EU with 17% tariffs on agricultural exports amid a dispute with Brussels. Though he initially pledged to hammer out 90 deals in 90 days, Trump said Thursday he preferred to avoid complex individual negotiations. 8 members of the OPEC Plus alliance, including Saudi Arabia, Russia, and United Arab Emirates, and Iraq, said Saturday they would pump an additional 548,000 barrels daily beginning in August, based on, quote, a steady global economic outlook and current healthy market fundamentals. The figure represents 137,000 more barrels per day than analysts expected. The increased production, according to the New York Times, could contribute to lowering prices, as experts say it will shift the market such that supplies outweighs demand in the latter half of 2025. President Donald Trump has signed a sweeping spending bill into law at a White House ceremony this Friday, one day after it passed in the House of Representatives in a 218 to 214 vote. The bill touches everything from car loan interest to gambling winnings to electricity bills. Members of both parties had raised concerns about the cost of the bill, now up to $3.4 trillion, according to the Congressional Budget Office, as well as its proposed cuts to Medicaid, SNAP, and other safety net programs. From fast food to landscaping to the local supermarket, landing a summer job is a rite of passage for American teens. But the youngest members of the Gen Z are finding current opportunities very scarce, according to the New York Times. Teen unemployment rose to 13.4% in May, up a full point from a year ago. Outplacement executive Andy Challenger expects there will only be 1 million new summer jobs for teens, which is a 15-year low as companies limit seasonal hires while assessing the impact from tariffs. Companies and consumers alike are getting creative to cut costs. Top brands including PepsiCo, Campbell's, and Mondelez have introduced smaller-sized snacks, which tend to have higher profit margins for companies at lower price points for cost-conscious consumers. Shoppers, meanwhile, are foregoing brand name groceries in favor of less expensive private label products, whether they know it or not. Increasingly, their labels look remarkably similar. It's a shift from decades past when supermarkets would use inexpensive packaging and stripped down branding to signal a bargain. For more news and information that you can use this Sunday, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com. Come and hang out with us live this afternoon for recipes that you'll remember. And don't forget Cityscape Radio for sounds you'll remember and podcasts you'll enjoy. Join us next week for Breakfast with Vernell and the Brownstone Brief on Substack as well as TikTok. And don't forget, follow us on Brownstone Worldwide on all things social media. And don't forget, always come back here for more news and information throughout your workday. We'll see you around.
Welcome to the neighborhood.